Veronica, it is so lovely to have you on the weekend briefing. Although I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed that you don't have your oversized lips
Oh my
with you
God,
today.
I'm already a disappointment. I haven't even started yet.
This is true. But the only way is up, right?
The only way is up,
Yeah.
yes.
But do tell me about Aunty Salma, because she is a character of yours. Her videos have been watched millions of times. So for those who haven't watched her yet, like if you don't live in a cave, get on Instagram or TikTok and check it out. Who is she? How did she come about? Do you love her or loathe her or a bit of both?
So Aunty Salma is a representation of every ethnic mother, okay? She's just all the stereotypes in one. And how it started was on TikTok. I made a few videos just like mocking how our mothers are. And then someone randomly commented and was like, oh, I named this character Salma. And I'm like, all right, yeah, why not? And
Yeah.
then, I don't know, just slowly it just turned into a thing. And now she's more popular than me. That is so annoying.
So you're a little bit jealous of Salma.
Bro, I made her into what she is right now. I had to work hard. And now people love her more than me.
And what's been your favourite video of Salma?
Oh, every single one. What do
Yeah.
you mean? Every single one. She's so funny.
Well, she's so funny, but she's also quite rude. Let's be honest. She has no filter.
Okay.
And she doesn't care about people. I mean, I love it because
You
I
have to be
relate
careful
to it.
because I said she is a representation of all our mothers. So if you're going to say she's rude.
But she is a little bit. But my mother is too. My mother will look at my daughter's artwork and my daughter will be like, what do you think they do? Yeah, Grandma, what do you think? It's a bit ugly. You're not drawing in the lines. Do better next time.
Passive aggressive. See,
Yes.
I don't see it as rude because it's like normal. Like this is normal.
Right, okay. But then you see other people's grandparents who are like, oh, sweetheart, that is just amazing. I've never seen an artwork like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like,
I see
is
that and I'm
something
like,
wrong
that's
with
fake.
them?
No,
Yeah, is
that's
something wrong with them?
too nice.
Right, okay. So maybe the word rude wasn't right. Just real and passive aggressive or unfiltered.
Unfiltered, yes. She's uncensored. She says what everyone thinks. That's it.
This is true.
It is true.
And this is quite liberating. Okay, Auntie Salma, I don't think you're rude. I just think you're really honest.
You should have her in one day.
I would love to have her
We
in
can
one
interview
day
her.
because I would love her to tell me how I'm doing in my job because I'm sure she'd have lots of opinions. This has to be my favourite video though because it's about food and the exchange of food because food is such a central part of Arab culture, as well as the unspoken rules of how you prepare it and how you share it. Let's take a listen.
Are you hungry? Do you want to eat anything?
La, no, sit down. No, I don't want food. Please, I am so full. Please, I'm not going to eat it. I will not eat it. I will not touch it even. Don't, sit down. You will make me angry. I hope from God she offers me the food again. I am so hungry, but obviously it is too rude for me to accept the food from her house. No way. Okay, she's obviously waiting for me to offer her the food again. But why do we act like this? Like, why is it rude to accept food that's offered to us? We went to the bakery this morning. It's too hot. We have the cheese sage, manouche, lahm ba'ajin. I know you love that. I cannot believe I am going to say no to fresh cheese sage from my favorite bakery. Okay, I'm gonna put it here anyway. If you want, you can get some. Hallelujah, she put it down. Okay, I will wait 5 minutes and then I will take. Haram, nobody is touching the food. I will try just one small piece. No, the smallest one. Even small. Cut it in half. This one, okay. I just want to try. Just try.
Oh my God, I love it. And I love that even listening back to that, it still makes me laugh. It still makes
I
you
forgot I
laugh.
did that video.
Still makes you laugh.
Of course it makes me laugh. I love all my videos. I'm so narcissistic when it comes to that.
I'm so great and I know it and I'm going to laugh and own it.
Literally, I was listening to that video just then. I'm like, damn, like I'm so good. Wow.
You really are so good. So that is my favourite video. What are some of the issues you cover in your top few most viewed videos? Because what we heard there was an exchange between Aunty Salma and, presumably someone who she's visiting. Other times it's Aunty Salma and her daughter.
Yeah.
Talk me through, obviously, which are both played by you, but talk me through some of the issues you cover in your videos and why you choose those.
It's literally just the stereotypes. That's it. And the reason that I do those type of videos is just to bring light to situations that occur for everyone. Because like everyone thinks of this stuff, but no one's ever going to say it.
Yeah.
Because everyone's too like, honestly, like Salma can do those videos. If I did it, I would get cancelled. She's
Yeah,
allowed
right.
to do those videos.
What do you mean by that?
Because like obviously it's stereotypes and we live in a very sensitive world right now.
Yes.
Okay. And for some reason it's fitting for her to be able to do that.
Yeah, but it is a character, and it is a caricature or a stereotype
Yeah.
of ethnic mums, and more pointedly Arab mums, but I'm sure other Southern European and South Asians
Yeah.
may
yeah, yeah.
relate as well. I do think, though, when it comes to comedy, making fun of your own culture, you have more leeway.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if you
yeah.
were playing an Asian mum, you'd probably get cancelled.
People try to cancel you no matter what.
Right.
Even me making fun of like where I'm from, people will be like, "Oh, how can you represent us like this?" It's like, chill out, have a laugh, man.
Yeah, right. So you get some of that as well?
Of course. Are you kidding?
Well, I think
But if you don't get hate, you're not relevant enough.
that's right. But you obviously get overwhelming support, and there are going to be people who don't like it. But to that,
Yeah.
especially if you're not being offensive, is, well, don't watch, don't like it. Like, they don't have to. No one's making them watch your videos.
Yeah. No one's making anyone watch it, but like I just always end up on the algorithm. So like you have no choice.
Yeah, because I'm so good and successful, right? That's why you are. But I want to walk it back a little bit.
Yeah.
You say Salma is based on your mum. Or you've said that previously, as I understand. Or
All our mums.
Yeah,
Listen,
all
don't
of
get me
them.
kicked out of the house saying it's just my mum.
Okay, because she's like, your mum's going to hear this. She's like, she said I'm rude, and you said it's me, and it's like out.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your family and your upbringing.
So obviously you grew up in a Middle Eastern house. We probably have the same upbringing. Like traditional, very traditional upbringing. I pronounced words wrong when I was young. People made fun of me for it.
Yeah. Did you go English as a second language class at school?
No.
Okay.
No, I wasn't ESL.
Okay.
But
Whatever. I don't care.
I did. I love our culture. I love our culture so much. Like people think that because I mock it, that I'm not proud from like where I come from, but I am so happy. I love it.
But you're doing it in a very affectionate way. To me, it comes across that you do love to celebrate
Yeah.
all parts of your culture. So you grew up in a very traditional household.
Yeah.
Did you?
My parents were born overseas. I'm second gen, so I was born here.
Right. And I understand that you grew up with some chronic illnesses, which perhaps helped you develop a bit of, humour as a way of navigating it. So what was
Yeah.
it like growing up with Crohn's and colitis?
Really bad. Really, really bad. Like, because, okay, so I was diagnosed when I was like maybe 7 years old. No one in my family knew anything about this. They were just like, oh my God, like this kid has like some foreign disease. Like everyone had to learn.
Something that Panamax couldn't fix.
It couldn't fix it. No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I had stomach aches. I was crying, and then they thought I was being dramatic. And then, like, one day I got sent to hospital, and then it just, all our worlds were just like flipped because, okay, now my daughter's going to be, like my parents, that's my parents' view. My daughter's now going to be in hospital. I went to school in hospital for a lot of the time. And it was just a new condition that my whole family, and even we had to teach the school what it was because
Yeah, there wasn't much awareness.
there wasn't much awareness, and it was hard. It was hard because I didn't know what was happening to me. I potentially would have had to gone through surgery that was going to change my life, and I don't know. Anyway, now 16 years later,
But it's a chronic illness. It doesn't go away. You
it
just
doesn't go away. So I'm
live
living with it forever. But it's cool now. Like I've met so many people. It's cool now. No, like I've met so many people like that have it, and you get used to it. Like it's with you forever. It shouldn't dictate who you are. No chronic illness should dictate who
Well,
you
talk
are. It's just
me
a part
through,
of you.
For those who still don't know what
It's
it is.
IBD, so irritable bowel disease.
Mhm.
So it's a it's not a nice condition to have. It's to do with my bowel.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
It's like IBS.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But like
But it
I
also
used-
leads to like being incredibly lethargic, and like it's not just having to go to the toilet all the time.
No. Like the condition. Picture like having period pain times like 100. I don't know what
Oh.
giving birth is like, but I feel like
I don't recommend it.
I
mean, like, I still like my kids, but I also don't recommend giving birth.
It's painful. You can't leave the house when you're flaring up. Like you can't even leave your bed. Like I don't know. It's not something nice to have.
So what does managing it look like for you today?
Just lots of medications.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dietary changes or anything like that?
I used to be like on a diet which was gluten and dairy intolerant, and that helped me a lot, being like cutting out gluten and dairy, but then it was really hard to maintain.
That's what I do, but it also means cutting out joy from your life.
Yeah,
Because you can't eat those ish. You can't eat half of our food.
nothing. It was really bad. Like when I did when I cut out gluten, I was really, really young. And that's when like the supermarkets had one tiny little section dedicated to gluten free. Like there was nothing. There was like one bread available, and this bread was like so stale. Like that's what it felt like. Like gluten bread used to be so hard that you had to toast it to make it edible to eat. But now there's like whole rows and aisles of
Right.
options. You can go out to restaurants.
So you might give up. You might consider giving up gluten again.
No, are you kidding? What a life is that? Why would I do that to myself?
It is
You pick and choose your battles, you know? You pick and
Yeah.
choose what you want to suffer for.
I want to talk about also how humor helped you navigate those times.
Yeah.
Do you think making people laugh or making yourself laugh
Yeah.
was, well, you know, I hate to say that laughter is the best medicine.
No, but
it
it
is
is.
something.
It
Yeah.
helps you through things. I actually used to be a spokesperson at Crohn's and colitis events for like the youth. So I'd go there and I'd just talk to young people about what it's like having the condition, like talk to other people that have it, and just have a laugh with people, because it is a shitty disease to have, and a lot of people
I mean,
literally
it is, yeah.
yeah, and a lot of people just like they victimize themselves, and people look at them and they're like, oh, poor you, like you have this condition. It's like, no, bro, like I can do everything that you can do as well. I'm just suffering inside as I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a laugh about it, you're gonna cry.
Yeah.
Like everyone has something wrong with them.
And so I'm glad you found a way to have a laugh, because that was also your fallback when you lost your job during the pandemic,
Yeah.
because you were working in events, and then you decided, I'm just going to make people laugh.
No, so I've been doing content for like over 10 years, right?
Right.
I just had my breakthrough on TikTok during COVID.
Okay.
So I've been making the same type of similar type of content, like back on Facebook days, Snapchat, YouTube. Like I've tried every platform, but I was not gonna get on TikTok. I was like, no way in hell,
Why?
because everyone had the stereotype that
That you
it
had
was.
to do like gyrating, like vag gyrating dances.
I don't know what vag gyrating means.
Okay. So
What the hell is
do
that?
you guys know what a vag gyrating dance is?
What is vag gyrating?
It's just like, you know, where everyone's just like thrusting their vagina at the screen. No?
I don't know what For You page you have. I had little girls dancing.
Okay, let me try that question again. Okay, sorry.
No, just leave it.
All right, no, let's just do it again. Let's
Okay.
do this one again. So why didn't you want to go on TikTok?
Because it had the stereotype of like you had to dance on it. And I'm not going to dance. I don't care about dancing. I'm not going to follow trends and dance. That wasn't my interest.
Yeah.
And it was a 12E app. That's what everyone knew it for.
A what app?
12E. Like for 12Es?
12-year-olds?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just
so-
not I'm not with the cool people lingo. Sorry. Yeah, okay, 12
No,
years.
like for 12Es. And one day when so we were in COVID, and I remember my friend being like, you have to jump onto TikTok. You have to jump onto TikTok. I'm like, I'm not going to jump onto TikTok, bro. Your sister's dancing on there. What, you want me to go on there and do what? Dance?
Yeah.
She's like, no, like it's up and coming. Like you should really be putting your content on there. And I was like, okay, like, you know what? I've exhausted all options. I've been doing this for 10 years. Like I'm tired. Like
Yeah.
I don't know when this breakthrough is going to happen, but I'm tired. I'm like, you know what? Like whatever, I'll try it.
So you weren't an overnight success. You were like a 10-year success. Or
Yeah,
7-year
that's why I get so
success.
annoyed when people are like, you're so lucky. I'm like, oh my God, if only you knew the cringe content that I would be doing.
Yeah, and then like having 4 people like it and 3 of your aunties saying negative things underneath
Yeah,
it.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure
this
like
is
I
not
was
very good.
I was the only one like getting myself views. I was watching myself. Yeah, so I started TikTok, and first video was like a trend video. I thought that's what you had to do. You had to follow trends, and it flopped. I didn't even like doing the video anyway. And then the second video, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I want to do. Like I'm gonna do my comedy, and I did it, and it popped off. And so I just continued doing that, and it kind of blew up. And also because I was like one of the only people in the area doing it, everyone else was like bullying me for doing it.
Yeah. Making fun of your own culture, bullying you for making fun of your own culture, or just being on TikTok in
just
general.
being on TikTok in general.
Right.
You know what I mean? But everyone that was bullying me, they had an account. They just weren't posting. Now those are the same people that are hitting me up to do promos for their business.
Yeah. It's like, no, bitch. It's not going to happen.
No, yes, it will. I want money.
Open to all collabs.
I need to travel, you know. I want to go Mykonos.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's not cheap.
I hear it.
Yeah.
You've stopped working because of the pandemic. You weren't an overnight success. My apologies. Things pop off on TikTok
Yeah.
during lockdowns, and it then became your full-time job.
Yes.
What does being a full-time online funny person look like?
Okay, so I would say my full-time job is content creation. Like, I just say that to people, it's easier. But like I do so many things. Like, I don't even know how to categorize myself.
Mhm.
Like, yes, I do content creation on Instagram and TikTok. I also do acting. I do what do? I do events. Some would say like I'm an entrepreneur. Like, there's so many things.
So you MC, you create content,
Yeah.
you do brand partnerships.
I do hosting. I do my own events, like influencer events. Yeah, and then I do like obviously the brand ambassadors going to different, like, say, restaurants, experiences, do promotions for that. There's just so many things, so many random jobs. There's no stability. If you want to do this, just know that there is no stability in social media.
Right, because you're always hustling for the next gig or like waiting for the next partnership or event.
Yeah.
No?
Yes, but it's also where you want to take your page. People think that, content creation is like easy. Like, you just post online and then you get paid for like promoting a product. It's not that simple. It's not like that.
Have you ever had to promote a product that you actually thought was really shit, but you were like, oh, whatever, I need to pay the bills this week, so I'm gonna do it?
Okay, so at the beginning, when I first started getting brand partnerships, I didn't know how it worked. I was friends with nobody in the industry. Like, I just had to learn for myself. I was just learning off YouTube and just trial and error. And one of my first ever brand partnerships, I didn't know how it worked. I thought you just accept it and then like they give you money and then you just post about it. And I just also didn't know that things could be bad. You know what I mean? Like, I got a product and I was like, oh my God, I don't like it. I don't know what to do. Like, how do I return it? Am I allowed to return it? Like, I don't know. I don't know what happens at the start. Like, I don't know. Didn't even know who to ask. And anyway, whatever. That was like 3 years ago, that one time. Anyway, that was the only ever brand partnership that I did not like. But in saying that was at the start. Now, obviously, I would never do anything that I'm not happy with. Like, I don't accept anything that I wouldn't want to share with my followers, because obviously they trust in me. I built this platform and it was not easy. I'm not going to just tarnish it over what. Like, I've given up thousands of dollars, like, believe me, thousands of dollars for companies and products that want me to promote them, and I just don't think it's either right for my page or I don't want to share that with my followers. It's just not something I would buy myself, and it kind of hurts. Imagine giving up that much money just to
absolutely. Damn it,
and
having morals
obviously,
and standards suck sometimes.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I can just be a sellout, man. I'd be making so much money if I could just sell out. But like, I care about the people who follow me, and obviously, like, they follow me for a reason. That's more valuable.
Have you considered taking your comedy to the stage? I know you did an event for, I think it was TikTok, like a comedy event. Are you looking to do stand-up or anything like that? Or
I have hosted my own stand-up comedy show. That was cool. That ended up being a sellout show. It was my first time. Sorry, not sellout. Like,
so you did sell out. You are a sellout.
I am a sellout. See, this is why I do edited things online, so I can crop and like redo that line like 100 times. Okay, so from that comedy show, I learned, because I had my own section, like as Veronica B, I did a comedy skit, and also Salma had her own part as well. So gathering from the crowd's reaction, they loved Salma. So I was like, okay.
Again, you can't compete with her.
I know. This is so annoying,
She's such a
man.
mole.
She's outdoing me. I'm like, listen, I brought you to this world not to outdo me, but just to work beside me. So I think I'm best as like a comedy MC, comedy host, but not an actual stand-up comedian. Sure. I've learned that I can't do that. Salma, on the other hand, she can do whatever she wants. She's good at everything.
Yeah, I love that. Even if she's not good at it, she thinks she's good at it.
No, she is good at it. Thank you very much. But definitely, I want to take like international shows.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Like, I have so many followers overseas.
I was going to ask that. Like, where are they? Where are your followers from, and who are they?
Right now, my biggest following is Australia, UK, USA, and India.
Oh, in India as well. Yeah. Wow.
Their culture is exactly the same as ours.
Yeah, very similar. And those in the UK and the US, are they from the Arab diaspora as well? Like,
I don't know.
you don't know.
You can't tell.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And given that you obviously have a big and growing audience overseas, and many people feel, especially when they follow you, that they have a relationship with you and they ask things of you. And have you been asked to do things or say things that you're just like, nah, this is not me, this is not my brand?
All the time. People obviously want me to comment on a lot of things that are relevant in social media. And look, at the end of the day, just because you have a platform, it does not mean you should be pressured into posting anything that you don't want to post. And I think that's a con of having social media. People put you on like this pedestal, and they think that you should be having sharing your opinion openly with the world. And I don't see why you should. Like, you can keep things to yourself. I don't have to feel that, okay, I have lots of followers, I should be promoting this or pushing this or commenting on this. Like, no, that's not why I created the platform. And I don't have an obligation to either.
Yeah, it's interesting. If people do think because you have a platform, I get it too. Why don't you do this? And why don't you go there? And why don't you say this? And I'm just like, oh, like,
why don't you do it?
Yeah.
Why do I have to do it?
Okay, so I'm super keen to find out what you and Salma, Aunty Salma, are getting up to next.
Oh, she has some big plans this year.
Yeah?
Very, very big plans. But I can't tell anyone.
Anything?
It's a secret.
Tell me anything. Can you at least tell me if those lips are real?
Everything about her is real. She's all natural. What do you mean? Let's just say, if you're international, like if you don't live in Australia, Salma might have a surprise for you.
Oh, I love that. That is very exciting. That is it for this episode of The Weekend Briefing. It's a place where we have the opportunity to get to know the interesting and influential people behind the headlines. We want to hear from you. Make sure you leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Catch you next week.